Hello everybody, and welcome to my first Let's Play. This is Spooky Matt, or you can just call me Matt. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for quite a while, and never really knew how to go about doing them, or the way I wanted to do them, or the best way to do them for me. So I'm finally doing it. I have to give credit to my buddy DreamInSilence. He helped me get started with this, and I'll post a link to his Twitch, and if he has a YouTube, I'm not sure if he does, but I'll at least post a link to his Twitch, because he's a cool dude, plays some interesting games, and you should check him out. But yeah, my first Let's Play, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I love this game. I'm not going to say it's my favorite horror game of all time. That would probably still be the first Resident Evil from 1996 or the first Silent Hill from 1999. I just absolutely love both of those games, but this game is right up there with them. I almost think of it as like a comfort game, which is kind of weird because it's a horror title, right? You're not meant to be comfortable playing it, but I play this game, I feel like once every couple of years. I've beaten it, you know, a few times over the years, but I think it's been about 2 or 3 years since I last played it, so I'm kind of getting that craving for it again. So figure for my first Let's Play, why not play a horror game, which I love, and B, a game that, you know, I've played before and that I'm comfortable with, you know, just so I'm not like freaking out too much. I feel like I've forgotten enough about this game that hopefully we'll get some good scares. And, you know, the game won't be, like, boring to me, I guess, but, you know, it's not going to be boring. I love this game. So, yeah, my first Let's Play, and this isn't going to be too long. It's mainly just going to be an intro type of thing, you know, just playing around, and hopefully all goes well and all that. But, yeah, I didn't realize how long it took to really prep this, because I had to really test and retest to make sure my voice was sounding good, to make sure the volume of the game was sounding good and everything was balanced and reasonable. Yeah, it was more of a pain than I thought, but I think I've got it sounding good now. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into this. There is a decent amount of dialogue in this game, and I'll do my very best to try and not talk over any of that. For those of you who've never seen this game or anything like that, it was released in 2010, so it's not recent by any means, but it's not super old either. So there are people out there who may have not seen it somehow. So yeah, I'll try not to talk over any of the dialogue or anything like that, and I'll try to find everything I possibly can. You know, I'm not saying I'm an expert at this game, but I want to show everybody as much as you can possibly see in this game. I think there's 3 or 4 different endings, if I'm remembering correctly. I will try to get all of those. I'm not going to do 3 or 4 full playthroughs, you know, but I'll at least post videos of each ending when I get them separately. So yeah, let's get going here. Start new game. Already got all the options set. Oh wow, they have a hard mode now? No. Normal, the way the game was designed to be played. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, here we go. Yes. In we go. Oh boy.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I am Daniel. I'm apparently laying down on the ground in a old castle with weird pink liquid. by me. It's odd. Alright, and yeah, we're in the game. Oh, yeah, I forgot I left hints on. A memento has been added to the journal. For quick access to your mementos, press M. Make sure to check these whenever you get stuck. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Oh, okay. And that would obviously be the pink trail there. Journal, yeah. That's right. You get notes. Find notes around. Diaries, which are basically longer notes, I think. And then mementos are just, again, basically your checklist of what you need to do in case you're stuck. So yeah. Yeah, here we are. Oh man. I promise this blurriness is not, you know, I have a pretty decent computer, so this blurriness is not my computer, this is the game. It was one of the first games to make use of sanity effects, and Daniel is kind of insane, which we'll learn about eventually. I know the trail's over there, but let's explore. Ooh. Hold down left mouse, move the mouse to open the door, yeah. Physics, all that. Oh, look at this. Candle. Oh. Tinderbox. And that's going to be how we light candles. Or, you know, other things. And yeah, you can pick up stuff. Chair. I don't know if you can pick up the candle. Yeah, but the game's pretty good at telling you, like, yeah. There's a hand symbol, you can pick stuff up. Press the right mouse to throw it. You can rotate the thing around. What is that? Oh, hold down R. Hold down R, yeah, and then you can rotate it, which is pretty cool. And keep in mind this game came out in 2010, so this looked really good. It still looks pretty good to this day. And yeah, I just love it. This is actually Frictional Games, a studio based in Sweden. This is not their first game. This is their first big game. This is kind of like their breakthrough, but they also made the Penumbra series before this, which was pretty good. Also very scary in a lot of ways. See, we could light this, but I don't want to waste a tinderbox on that. There's plenty of natural light here. But yeah, they made the Penumbra series, 3 games. Overture was decent, but a little rocky. Black Plague was the crown jewel of that trio. Very scary. Oh, Jesus. So Black Plague was very scary, very, very good. And then Requiem was the 3rd game, and that was not that great. It was kind of like very short and puzzle-based. I don't want to say it was a bad game. I shouldn't say that it wasn't that great. But it was just very short. It was almost like a DLC. So yeah, but then here's their crowning glory. This is what made them big, and I don't like the look of this door. Daniel? Daniel? Are you crawling now? I mean, you're getting very low to the ground. Oh. You think... You played horror games before, you think, oh my gosh, you know, like these things are going to come to life. And then it's just like, oh no, they can't come to life. You can just pull their heads off. Well, that would be terrifying if they came to life after pulling the head off. Well, that looks a bit... It's through here. Oh! Okay. Okay. Alright. Sometimes it's a weird thing about this game. Sometimes Daniel freaks himself out. It's like, just calm down, dude. I mean, he isn't a scary castle. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's worth getting a little freaked out about. But, like, don't just think you hear something, man. Okay, that's a room. What's in here? Oh, there we go. This is why you explore in this game, Tinderbox. I actually think there's a trophy. Oh, Tinderboxes are used to light candles and other light sources of the environment. The current number of Tinderbox is shown in the inventory tab. So yeah, my health, my sanity, those are both separate things, health and sanity. There's the Tinderboxes, and then you can also access the journal here. We haven't gotten the oil lamp yet, but this is the oil lamp meter that shows how much oil you have left in your lantern. And then obviously when I pick stuff up besides the tinder boxes here, more key items, I guess you could say, they'll go in these slots. But yeah, that's why you want to explore everything in this game, because you want to find tinder boxes. Light is going to be very helpful for keeping your sanity high. And I think there is an achievement, actually, for finding every tinderbox in the game, which is probably not going to happen, I'll warn you. That looks like a tinderbox. Game usually does a decent job making them glow a little bit. This is a nice room, considering wind just blew out of this room somehow. I don't see how that would have happened. This is a very nice room. Yeah. Okay. And I can run. Yeah, yeah. This is walking. This is Daniel running. This is walking again. Not much difference, because Daniel is, I don't know, man. Not very athletic, and he's scared of everything. Oh, man. Just another tinderbox. We're just going to be in great shape here. Nice artwork. That's one thing I love about this game. I love aesthetic, and this artwork just lends itself so well to this game. Hello? Oh. Well, this seems okay. Now, should I shut the doors behind me? Yeah, I'm going to. Although, if something appears in front of me, I'm going to want to run the other way, and I may have just made things harder for myself. There's that pink liquid. That's such a... I just heard footsteps. Now, is that real footsteps, or is that Daniel being weird? Wow, the castle is swinging. This is weird. Yeah, this pink liquid is so weird, because this game is set in like the 17 or 1800s, so to see a color like that, it's... yeah, that's very jarring in a way. Yes, Daniel, we know you can breathe. I don't know what it just gave me. What the fuck? What? If something attacks me now, just take me. Just do it. What in the world? I think the game tried to give me a hint about something there, and then Daniel got so scared. I think the hint scared him, actually. Okay, can we just walk normal now? Are we fine, Daniel? Yeah, look at all this light. This is fine. Oh, God, game. Oh, man. Oh, this is fine. Oh, yeah, you can open this, huh? I'll just lay down in here and... Yeah, I can jump. I forgot. Just lay down in here and, you know, we'll just... No one will find him. Just go to sleep and... Oh, God. Now, you know there's something in here. It's dark in here, but you know there's something in here. Oh, yeah. Gotta behead all the knights. Give me that. Uh-oh. Oh, we're getting really blurry and I can hear weird noises. I gotta get out of the dark. Daniel. Daniel, there we go. Oh, man. Atmosphere of this game is great. Okay, there's stairs. That's where the liquid's going. Well, I wanna explore here first. I'm not the guy that just does what he's told here. Alright. I mean, great artwork again, but, that's people being hung. It's very different than the other pieces we've seen. Let's go. Oh, God, what? Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or search for other sources of light. Yeah, I'm not wasting a tinderbox in that room. Bye. Okay. But yeah, there's your rule. If you didn't get it from the first room, stay in the light. Just do it. Oh, look at this light. A lot of wind. And you don't see where it's coming from. It's just very, very weird. Is there anything back here? Found a secret. Oh, yeah, I know what's back here. No sanity. What are you doing, Daniel? Come on. Okay, well, this looks like a nice room. Oh, the old archives. So we're we're just done with whatever this area is. Let's go. A fragrance, I thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Turkish delights. Okay. So if that's Rainy Hall. That's all people call it. Rainy Hall. What did I just hear? There's some books. I like book. Jesus. God, witnessing events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Oh, fuck. Daniel, stay in the light. That's like the third. I didn't realize there was that many doors blowing open in this stupid opening area. It's gotten me every time, too. Doesn't help that I'm playing this game kind of late at night. What? Daniel? Daniel, it is... Oh, Jesus. What the... Those aren't real. Daniel, just stop it. You're in a sort of lit area. Just stop. God's sake. Sometimes you'll find tinder boxes under other boxes, so you see a pile of boxes, get ready to throw it to the side, you know. Sometimes even like under here. And you can use these boxes to get to taller shelves too, like that. But yeah. Okay, let's not be making up stuff anymore, Daniel. Already had to waste a tinderbox because of you. Well, I guess it wasn't your fault, it was more the wind. Look at this, there's some nice light. I like that a lot. This looks like a dead end. This is a dead end, isn't it? Oh, cool. Oh! I just remembered there's kind of a secret in this area. I think. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Yeah, I think it's... Okay, get straight, game. Daniel, please, why are you look... The game said don't look at scary shit, Daniel. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it is just in here. You can actually build up a stack of boxes that's tall enough to get up there, I think. It's something like that. I don't even know if I want to take the time to do that. I know you probably don't want me to be doing that, you just want me to get on with the game. I think it's just like a little Easter egg, I don't think it's very important. Treasure chest. Wow, really? One tinderbox? Okay, oh! There we go. The lantern. You have picked up the lantern. When filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing F or selecting it in the inventory. So yeah, there it is, key item. The lantern will light up dark places. When in-game, press F button to turn it on. So this is what the lantern looks like. It actually does a really good job, but man, does it eat up oil really fast. I mean, really, really fast. So, yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty dark in there. So we're going to be using it. Obviously, the game's... This is, you know, learning time. So, sorry to go back here. I really just want to check and make sure I didn't miss a secret back here. No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, the game wants you to learn to use the lantern, so it's going to make you walk through the dark, spooky room over here. Just make one last check for items, make sure I didn't miss anything. There we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Enough. Enough of you. At this point, though, okay, game. At this point, you do wonder what is making all these earthquakes. It's just really odd. Yep, see, there you go. Move shit. That's what the game's teaching you here. Move shit. Tinderbox. Tinderbox get. Oh, this is nice. I'll take it. Yeah, nice little fire. There's really no reason to open it. I'm trying to remember. I think in Penumbra, if you could actually open, you know, something like that, and it would actually let you touch the fire, and of course your guy would get burned. Because it's a fire, you idiot. Wow, these boxes actually have some weight to them. Okay. We're following the pink trail, I promise. Like, that's what I'm doing. What the... God, that... game... That honestly scared the crap out of me. Daniel, why can you just let me control you? You don't need to look at... Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, we're good. We're good. Everything is okay. Wow. There's shit. There's spilled potion on the ground here. Is that a hint? I mean, see, I feel like you see this pink stuff. It came from here. There's a message. We'll read that momentarily. Broken glass. It's almost like some old-fashioned... Ooh, there's a handle. We'll pull that in a sec, but let's see what we got here. So there's lantern oil. Lantern drains oil when it's turned on. To add more oil to the lantern, double-click on the oil item. Yeah, and you may... Just add it now. I mean, it's not... Doesn't matter. May as well keep the thing full. Interesting. So the liquid leads here, and here's a note. Here's your first note.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
It's a weird way to end a message right after you're like, go murder a guy. Your former self, Daniel. You can quickly check the most recent read text by pressing N or by accessing the journal. Yeah, I'm probably going to forget N. So this is Daniel's note to self. So he wrote this note, and he drank something. So I'm guessing that pink liquid has something to do with what Daniel drank, right? He wanted to forget for some reason. That maybe the liquid makes it so you forget. Alexander Brennenburg. Okay, there's the bad guy. We got to kill him. So there's our plot. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours young and strong. He'll be no match for you. And then there's a shadow chasing me. Okay. Well, that might explain the wind and the castle rumbling. I don't know. Yep, there we go. Hold down left mouse. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll pull it down because it's up. Oh! Now that little symbol means you just did something good. And if my sanity was... See, I have a slight headache. My sanity was actually apparently worse than that. When that little glow and that ah sound lights up, that means I improved my sanity. I made progress. Oh god, really? Entrance hall. He felt tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. I don't understand. Just weird stuff to run, yeah. Okay, now Daniel can run. Excellent. That's good. That's good. This castle ain't looking too hot, is it? Yeah, it looks pretty rough. Well, that's weird. There's a lot of stuff around here, but this is red. Oh.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Well, geez, if you didn't know that guy was the main bad guy, just listen to his voice. I mean, my goodness. On the nose much, are we? So what's this? Fabrica Eliquatoria. Apparently that means refinery. Skin? It's weird. Oh, see, there's old memo. What's this? It is tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. I mean, am I not skinny enough to just crawl through there? Okay. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Oh, okay. So you want me to use some potions on it, huh? I mean, Daniel's already proven he's good with those. Okay, wind, we get it. This looks like the entrance hall. How about we just leave? Treasure chest. Oh, there we go. See this oil and a tinderbox? That's what I'm talking about. And again, let's just fill it. There's no reason not to. Can't pick those up. Now those have to be real roaches. I mean, I'm not insane right now. At least I don't think I am. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think roaches or things like that can damage you in this game or in these games. Oh, look at that. Man, we got plenty of oil. I don't know if I'll fill the lantern with this one, because that would... I don't want to waste it. You know, I'm pretty close to the top, so we'll hold on to that one. What is this? Well, apparently that's the game's way of telling me I'm not going this way. No, it just makes a gross noise. Okay. Okay, game. I'll go to the refinery. I mean, I can't get into the refinery. Well, there's stairs. Okay, stairs are good. Wine cellar. Laboratory. I mean, the laboratory, you would think that's where, you know, dissolving solutions would be, maybe. And the game already was very on the nose in telling me what I have to do, what's gonna have to happen. What in God's name? Okay. Thank you, game. You know what, lady? Every man for himself, every woman for themselves. It won't budge. You'll be okay. I'm just gonna see what's up here. Oh, nothing. Weird. Daniel, please. I guess I can probably crouch, can't I? Yeah, there we go. I guess I should probably learn how to do that. What is this? Tabularium Archives. What's this? Oh, hello. Another tinderbox. That won't budge. Yeah, it's obvious. Archives, man. I feel like the game wants me to go to the Screaming Lady, so let's do it. I haven't even encountered a monster yet in this game, and I've already been freaked out. Okay. Dissolving stuff. Laboratory. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't want to go down there yet. Let's stay up on normal floor. The other chip name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Oh, God. Yeah, what is wrong with you? Oh, yeah, this is fine. And it's apparently kind of dark in here. Oh, there's light down there, though. Let's get down there. I wasted my... Oh, okay. What was that? I know, that's right by where scary sound was. Is the wall just burping? Like, what's going on? Please stop. No need for you to be doing that. Okay, it looks a little nondescript down here. Yes, I don't want to hear roaches. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Stop. Yeah, okay, so Daniel will start hearing voices in his own head if he goes too crazy. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Roaches. Okay. Here we go. This is well lit. I like this. Well. Ooh. What? I don't even want to know. I don't know if that water's too deep or what was going on down there, but... God, sounds in this game are just, they're really good. They're really awful, but they're really good, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. What the heck? No. Oh.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
I mean, I can hear somebody walking around. That was obviously Alexander Coopright and Aquafortis in his evil voice. Coopright. What's this? Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Oh my God. The wine cellar was the dark, scary path. I don't want to go down there. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Perfect. It's just what I wanted to hear. Just what I wanted to hear. So let's just light that. Okay. So we're going to be over here for a bit. Ooh. What have we? Yeah, tinderbox. They didn't light the fire, they just threw the tinder boxes in there. You can hear somebody walking around up above. That's slightly unnerving. Other note. Early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the Cooprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Oh wow, he just somehow managed to come up with exactly what's needed to burn away tissue. How odd. Okay. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Wow, What's this? Picked up a chemistry pot. Cool. I love it. Make progress. Move the left stick to move the object. Yeah. God, I don't know what it is. They're so satisfying to open and shut. Oh yeah, these are like little save things in a way, I think. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Okay. Again, is that Daniel? Is that Alexander Brennenburg? Is that somebody else? I have no idea whose thoughts those are. I assume they're Daniel's, but who knows? Okay. 15 tinder boxes. Look at all the oil. Been doing really good. I love it. I love it. Who's making noises? I don't like you doing that. I really don't. Don't make noises. You're freaking me out. Yeah. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seems appropriate somehow. Ah, the old tailor. Oh, man. Well, there's my next destination, the wine cellar. And I promise I'm not stopping now because I'm being a baby, but this honestly seems like a good stopping place. Like I said, this is just an intro video, just kind of showing off, you know, what to expect from Amnesia, and also to just kind of ease myself into my very first Let's Play. So, yeah, next time we play, we will be going to the wine cellar, and that goes down into the darkness, and I don't like that. But who knows, maybe it'll be okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully if you enjoyed it, I will see you again in the next installment. Bye for now.